I grew up in fashion, okay? My mom is the fashionista of all fashionistas. My grandmother, I grew up in a hair salon. So for me, being in the hair salon and playing with hair and makeup and nail polish and all of that, I naturally just always loved to just get dressed up. I wasn't actually discovered by Kimora Lee Simmons, but I was at a private luncheon here in St. Louis when I was 16 years old. I begged my mom to attend because it was the first St. Louis Fashion Week back in 2008. And she let me skip school, and I attended the luncheon, and then I was approached by a Live magazine at the time, and I was scouted by them. That just kind of pretty much got the ball rolling. Then I did St. Louis Fashion Week a week after that, and the rest was history. It's so hard to even, sometimes I'm just like, I have to pinch myself because I've had this dream since I was a little girl. You know what I'm saying? So to represent that for so many other little Black girls like myself, but especially coming out of St. Louis, it's pretty major because, fashion houses, they really only cater to a specific type of Black woman in the industry. And I find that to be mostly like Africans or Europeans, but so to be a Black American woman in fashion to me means that I have to represent a community of all of us here in the Midwest, down South, just Black Americans in general. Beauty is defined by however you want to define that. I think that is subjective. I find everything beautiful, right? All shapes, sizes, colors, trends, everything. Fashion. I think, too, self-expression itself is fashion in a way because everybody has different style. I think beauty, fashion, all of it really is the same thing. Modeling has taught me to just stand in who I am and be unapologetic with it because, there is no right or wrong way. You are who you are. And I think it's taught me to just embrace who I am and just to continue to push for my people and to fight for what I believe is right. I spend a lot of time alone and I like to sit in silence a lot, to hear my thoughts, to be in a space of creating or to create. I sit alone a lot. I listen to music. Music is very therapeutic to me. I take baths. I'm all about self-care and wellness. I pray, meditate, do sound bowl healing. It's just really centered around my peace and inner stillness. When people see me, they just maybe assume that I'm always just out, right? I'm always at events. I'm always on carpets. I'm always on planes and that's true, but I spend 90% of the time alone. It's at 0 to 100. I'm either in a bed or on the carpet. You know what I'm saying? When I tell people that, they're just like, nah, like you be outside, you travel a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I do that too. But that's not what makes me who I am, Who I am, I'm really an introvert. I really like to spend time with my family, come back home to St. Louis, be in a room with y'all. That's what really makes me happy. Oh, I mean, it's so much good food here in St. Louis. Emos, I feel like we need to bring emos to New York. We need to bring Chinese foods to it's just so much about this city, just even driving around, just being out. You can do anything and have a good time in St. Louis if you're with the right people. I always have felt like that. I always tell people, St. Louis raised me and New York made me. So if it wasn't for my St. Louis roots, my ambition, my drive, what I really, really wholeheartedly believe in when it comes to just like who I am rooted in, my family and just my upbringing, I would definitely not be who I am or be able to take on the amount of work that I really do in the fashion industry. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, it's so many greats that come out of St. Louis. It's because of a reason. We really embody a whole different level of like I can't find a word. Tenacity. Yeah. I think it's all about collaboration and I think it's about community, right? I feel like you have to do if we start looking at things as like working together, if you put yourself out there, people are going to see you, we have to help one another and we all have different talents and abilities. And I think, extending yourself, whether it's to all different kind of people, older, younger, we all have something to learn. And I think that remaining a student of life is very important in all areas.